We begin a new topic, financial mathematics, important for both grade 11 and 12 learners. This is part 1 of the 4 videos. Simple interest and compound interest. You have already learned this topic in grade 10, but we are just going to revise again. You have few formulae for simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest formula A equal to P times 1 plus I times N. What is A? A is the accumulated amount or future value. P, the present value or principal amount. And I is the interest rate, N the number of periods. Then you have compound interest formula, linear depreciation formula, and reducing balance formula. Okay, these are the formulae we find on the formula sheet for grade 12s. You can use them. Let us look at one example on simple interest and compound interest. Tamara invests 4,600 Rand for 4 years at 10% per annum simple interest. She invests the accumulated amount for another 2 years at 12% per annum compound interest. Calculate how much money she will have saved at the end of the 6-year period. 4 years simple interest, 2 years compound interest. So we have both simple interest and compound interest in this question. So let us come to the first part, that is simple interest. P is 4,600, I is 10%. 10% means 10 over 100. You change it into decimal. We are going to use the decimal numbers. 0,10, N is 4, and we use the formula for the first 4 years, the simple interest method. So we substitute the numbers very carefully and use the calculator. We get 6,440 Rand. The second part of the question is compound interest for 2 years. We use the formula of compound interest from the formula sheet. Accumulated amount 6,440 times 1 plus, what is the interest rate? 12%. That is 0,12. N is 2 years. Use the calculator and we get the answer there. Okay, simple question, but we have revised simple interest and compound interest. Another example, Christina borrows money from a bank in order to finance a marketing business. The bank charges interest rate of 14% per annum, compounded annually. Calculate the amount she originally borrowed. Look at that, original amount, that is the P. If she pays off the loan in 6 years with a payment of 500,000. If you underline these important numbers, it will be easier for you to answer it faster. So make sure that you use your pencil or pen and underline the important numbers. And then we have to solve for P. Okay, so we continue with the formula for compound interest. A equal to P times 1 plus I to the power N. That formula is to find A. In this question we want P. So we substitute A over 1 plus I to the power N. Okay, modification. P as the subject, changing subject of the equation. And also again we can modify it further. A times 1 plus I to the power minus N. Look at that, easier method. So we can use this method or use this formula, the modified formula, and then you substitute. Okay, A is 500,000. Substitute into the formula and we get the answer on the calculator. So the original amount borrowed is 227,793,27. A question to calculate the value of P or the original amount borrowed. You see, she borrowed only 227,793, but she had to pay 500,000, half a million rand. So a lot of money as interest. Okay, remember. And when you have financial math questions, you double check your answer on the calculator. And the final answer must be in 2 decimal places. Now we discuss depreciation. Okay. We have 2 types of depreciations to learn. The first one is linear depreciation or straight line depreciation. Okay. And the formula is 1 minus, look at that. It's not 1 plus. A equal to P times 1 minus IN. Depreciation going down. And A is the book value of, if you sell a car after 5 years or 10 years, you are not going to get the original money you spent. You will get a very low amount. That value of the car is a book value. While if you sell a computer after a few years, we say it's a scrap value. Okay, so that is the meaning of the letters. We use these letters and the formula for the questions. Look at the example. Calculate the value of a car worth 200,000 after 6 years if it depreciates, okay, at a rate of 10% using linear depreciation. So read the question very carefully. Then use the appropriate formula. So here we have the formula for linear depreciation and we get the, substitute the numbers and get the answer on the calculator. How much is that? Only 80,000 now. The original price was 200,000. Now the book value is 80,000. Another example. Calculate the original price. Look at that. You underline that. Original price of a laptop. If its depreciated value after 7 years is 3,200 and the rate of depreciation was 12% based on linear depreciation. Again, linear depreciation, but here we calculate the original price. We have to calculate P. So modify the equation. That's the best way. A over 1 minus IN. Don't forget these ideas. Now we substitute and use the calculator. We get the answer very quick. What is the value? It is 20,000 rands. Look at that. So the original price was 20,000. And when she sold the laptop after 7 years, she got only 3,200 now. Let us come to the reducing balance depreciation questions. We have the formula. Calculate the value of a car worth 200,000 after 4 years if it depreciates at a rate of 10% per annum using reducing balance depreciation. Okay, so we use the formula. We get the formula from the information sheet. Substitute and use the calculator. How much is that? 131,220. Look at that. So it was 200,000. Now after 4 years, the car is, the book value is 131,220. Another question. Masiza wants to sell his car in 5 years' time. Underline that. Rate of depreciation 14%. The current value is 60,000 rand. calculate the book value in 5 years' time based on straight line method. Okay, use the formula, substitute, and use the calculator. Simple as that. Practice the same question again. You will learn it very well. So substitute for reducing balance formula and use the calculator. Calculate the original price of a computer after 7 years. It is 900 after 7 years. Okay, so we are going to calculate the original price. What is that? P. Okay, we come the formula, we modify it. Okay, we have seen that. Then you substitute and use the calculator. That is the end. Again, reducing balance method. The formula, modified formula is power minus n. So by now you know it and use the calculator. One more question. Laptop cost 9,000 and after 4 years has a scrap value. So scrap value is 2,000, that is A. And P is 9,000. What is our question? Find the annual depreciation rate. Okay, we are going to solve for I. Write the formula. Then you substitute the numbers. Look at that. We get 1 minus 4i is 2,000 over 9,000. That is 2 over 9. Then 4i, you take 4i minus 4i to the other side. Okay. So 4i is equal to 1 minus 2 over 7. That is 7 over 9. Or I is 0,19444. Recurring decimal. And the rate always must be in percentage. So you multiply the decimal number by 100. We get 19,4%. The second one is reducing balance method. We get the formula, we substitute. Look at the simplification. 1 minus I to the power 4 is 2 over 9. We take the fourth root of 2 over 9. Remember that. We get 0,06865. And subtract, okay, 1 minus 0,6865 is 0,3135. Multiply by 100, okay, we get 31,3%. You have 3 questions for practice. Once you practice, you look at the answer. If you don't get the answer, go back and check for the mistakes. So that is how we have to practice. 3 questions only. So make sure that you learn and then you practice. So that is the topic of simple interest, compound interest, linear depreciation, and reducing balance depreciation. That is the end of part 1. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, please subscribe and watch all the videos. Enjoy the videos. You can watch these videos many times. This is part 1 of the 4 videos. Okay, thank you.